Hey, good morning, beginners. This week we're going to focus on your self-defense, which is your wrist releases. Now, those techniques are designed to defend against somebody if they grab your wrists. Now, they can grab a lot of different ways. They can grab one side or the other, or they can grab both. You could be in your defensive stance. They can grab one side or the other, or they can grab both. They can also reach across and grab the opposite side. They can also grab one of your wrists with two hands, or they can grab your wrist if they're standing next to you. Okay, so let's talk about the motion and the idea of a wrist release. A wrist release designs to affect the weakest part of somebody's grip, and that's their thumb. So the grip when they're grabbing with these four fingers is very strong. With the thumb, that is kind of like the gate to get out. So if somebody grabs both of your wrists down low, what you want to do with your hands, bring them in, clap, and then when they go up, your palms go up and down. So you're making this, what's called an hourglass motion. So I come in, and then of course, clear away. All right, so if they grab you down low, with two hands, you're going to come in, step back, always clear away from somebody that's grabbing you, especially when you get away. Now, if your hands are up for some reason, and they grab you up high, you're going to start the hands by coming in again, but this time you're going to go down low, almost like an umpire saying safe, if you know baseball and softball. So if your hands are up, in, making that hourglass shape again, but now you're just going the opposite direction. So from here, and back down. So if they grab you down low, it's this way. If they grab you up high, it's back the other way. Now if somebody grabs you with one hand, or one hand, just do the same motion that you would with double hands, okay? Now, if somebody reaches across, now that puts their thumb on a different side of the grab. So if I grab straight here, notice how my thumb's here, but if that person reaches across, now the thumb's on the other side. So if somebody reaches across, instead of going this direction, I always circle towards the thumb and always make that full motion. So if somebody reaches across, you're going to go ahead and go towards the thumb to be able to get that wrist release. Now what happens if somebody grabs one of your wrists with two hands? Notice if they do that, now my thumbs are pretty much on top. So what you're going to do, if they grab this wrist with both hands, I'm going to reach in between their arms, grab my own fist, and I'm going to come straight out the center. Notice my elbow is going towards them. So I'm going to turn sideways here. So I'm going to grab, in, and then back. What you're doing, you're going towards the thumbs, but they're going to be on top. So they won't be on the left or the right. They'll both be on the top. And you'll be able to come out the top by using your other hand reaching in and pulling out. All right? Now, if somebody grabs you from the side, what you're going to do, if this hand is grabbed, I'm going to bring this arm up, almost like I'm waving at somebody. But the leg that's on that same side, I'm going to step back. My other hand's going to come in and I'm going to hit that person's wrist right here with a palm strike. So I come up and hit, and that is something we call a breakaway. So I'm using the other hand to help break the grab away. So you have a double low wrist release, a double high wrist release, a cross hand wrist release, two hands coming out of the top, getting your elbow towards that person. And then somebody on the side, you bring the hand up, make sure you open it, step back with the other hand, and the other hand comes in, hitting right to that part of their wrist to knock their grip away. Okay, those are your wrist releases and a self-defense, which you focus on this week. We'll talk to you soon.